What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. If you guys like daily crypto videos, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And let's get right into it. BlackRock acknowledges XRP will decouple from the rest when real utility locks in. I have a great clip that I want to lead with here, but a few general crypto things first. We've been talking about CBDCs so much lately. Ripple just opened a $2 trillion corridor with MSF Africa, the PayPal mobile payment provider of Africa. Here we have Nigeria banning ATM cash withdrawals over 225 a week to force the use of CBDCs. Now, CBDCs might be a good thing for Ripple, but in my opinion, I think this is just a way for the government and the powers that be to have more control over what you do with your money. And this was very interesting to me. Look at this post from Bitcoin Talk. It's the oldest Bitcoin forum. This guy posted the oldest mined signature of a Bitcoin block ever. He started mining Bitcoin a week after it was created. Imagine that. A week after Bitcoin's inception, this guy posts that he was mining Bitcoin. And people are questioning, maybe this guy is trying to call out Satoshi. Just thought that was interesting. And I've been talking about another potential black swan event that could bring down crypto even more. We had the fall of FTX obviously shake up the markets a lot. In this article from Cointelegraph asks, will Grayscale be the next FTX? Grayscale is the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin. They have over 600,000 Bitcoins. Okay. It's true and possibly undeniable that the crypto industry will take another dive if Grayscale does not fix its balance sheet. The space simply cannot afford another crash. Not so soon after FTX, and not that of such a key player. Grayscale oversees more than $10 billion in Bitcoin, Ether, and other assets, and represents its parent's company biggest revenue generator. So I'm not sure if it'll be Grayscale, I'm not sure if it'll be Coinbase, but look at the irony of the SEC here. The SEC came out in this article in the Wall Street Journal today, and they said, the SEC has stepped up its warnings in the wake of FTX's collapse. Mr. Gensler said in a recent interview that the runway is getting shorter. Now, guys, BlockFi, the Bitcoin lending platform where you could deposit your Bitcoin and get yield, was investigated by the SEC 2 months ago, and they settled with the SEC. They paid the SEC $100 million. And then just this month, BlockFi goes bankrupt, and millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars of customer funds were lost. And the SEC is saying enforcement is ready to stand up. They talk about calling out exchanges here in this article, but the irony cannot be understated. They let BlockFi slip through the cracks. They let FTX slip through the cracks. They let hundreds of rug pulls in the past 2 years and more slip through the cracks. And who are they going after? One of the most legitimate blockchain tech companies in the space, a company that is bringing real utility. And now for this clip from Larry Fink of BlackRock.
How do you think,
I actually believe most of the companies are not going to be around. I still believe that.
anytime there's a new market, there's a lot of people that run into that market and try to show that they can solve a problem, they can deliver a customer need. I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero. But there is that 1% where I think that is focused on solving a real problem for real customers and is able to do that at scale. And that's going to be...
I do believe
because they're now real, they're frauds, they're what?
Well, think about FTX. You can look back now. FTX created its failure was it's creating its own token. It was not a DeFi. It wasn't a ledger that was open to the world. It was a closed ledger.
Right.
It was not distributed. So the whole foundation of what crypto is, it's supposed to be a distributed ledger that is across the system.
They may work in one country, send money back home. They generally do that through organizations that charge 5 to 10%. Yeah. There is a need, whether it's a Libra or something else, to democratize the exchange of foreign currencies. Today, with computers and electronic market,
There shouldn't be that friction.
It should be 10 basis points, 5 basis points. It's
makes
not
sense.
percent. And so I actually believe the idea around Libra, I don't think we need to create a new currency, but the technology to...
We need an intermediary bridge asset. And look at this post, a Ripple blog post right here, literally telling you the blueprint. Companies can purchase the digital asset XRP from Ripple on credit with no hidden fees. You just heard the CEO of BlackRock talking about needing lower basis points, cheaper transactions, and with much faster approval times than traditional banks. And rather than negotiate and manage credit arrangements in multiple countries, line of credit provides upfront access to capital for any market through one simple credit arrangement, with no pre-funding and longer flexible repayment terms that match traditional trade cycles. Value-added services like line of credit are true game changers for companies looking to simplify their international trade transactions. Guys, they call BlackRock the fourth arm of the US government for a reason. They have $10 trillion in assets under management, the largest hedge fund in the world. And politicians don't run the world. Money runs the world. I think it was one of the elder Rothschilds that said, "I don't care who my rulers are. Give me the control of the money supply and I will have control." Something along those lines. And never forget, Ripple has piloted the private CBDC ledger for these central banks. Central banks want privacy. They don't want us to have privacy, but of course they want privacy. Oh, the irony. And check out this clip right here, or this screenshot, pardon me. And if you guys want to support, hit the like button. It's free. It does a lot for my channel. I'll never ask you for money. I'll just ask you to hit that like button. The vice president at BlackRock, he says what this space needs is a decoupling from the meme coins and those with long-term utility use cases that will disrupt many industries. In order for this space to grow and mature, Quant, AVAX, ETH 2.0, XDC, and XRP. Many promising projects waiting to take the crypto market by storm. And now for a clip from a Ripple executive.
How do you think,
who used to work at HSBC. He is a banker who now has gone to work for Ripple, and he really lays out the vision for what the future will look like for Ripple.
what is the next move, on Ripple's roadmap, in your opinion? To put you on the spot here.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room, is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to make us have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance. Some of it comes from, that's the reason 6 years ago, we were born with a mission of moving money like information moves today, right? And we are making it possible working with the existing ecosystem. So I think this is a key differentiator about Ripple, and that's the reason we are a monoline company. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is, just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first.
So there you heard it from an ex-banker himself. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're still watching, let me know what you think about these statements by BlackRock. And am I wrong for saying they're the fourth branch of the US government with $10 trillion in assets under management? Thank you again for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Until next time.